The best spy movie of the 2010s was a British film that had nothing to do with James Bond or the Hollywood-released Jason Bourne films. When people talk about spy movies of the 21st century, thoughts go to Daniel Craig and his successful run as James Bond, while others might look at Matt Damon and his Bourne Identity character. However, the best spy movie of the 2010s was based on a different spy, one that was still created from a successful novel series. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy might be the best movie ever based on a John le Carre novel, and it follows a spy who doesn't engage in gun battles or car chases. George Smiley is more interesting. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was the best spy movie of the 2010s. Released in 2011, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was easily one of the best spy movies of the 2010s, and it's the best of the entire 21st century. Directed by Thomas Alfredson, Let the Right One In, the film is based on the novel of the same name and focuses on George Smiley, a career intelligence officer with the circus. The masterwork here was casting Gary Oldman as Smiley, as he perfectly encapsulates what the spy is all about. He is intelligent, quiet, and introspective. He doesn't make rash decisions, and he is meticulous about his job. He is smarter than James Bond and gets things done in a much cleaner manner than 007. Thanks to his incredible performance, Oldman received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor, and he should have won it in a year when Jean Dujardin won for his role in the silent film The Artist. The film also had a Best Adapted Screenplay nomination, losing to The Descendants, and a Best Original Score nomination. The Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy cast surrounding Gary Oldman was also great, with Colin Firth, Tom Hardy, Mark Strong, Benedict Cumberbatch, John Hurt, Toby Jones, and many more. Critics praised the film with an 83% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it was a box office success, grossing $81.2 million on a $21 million budget. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy might even be better than any existing Bond movie. There are also arguments that Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy might be better than any James Bond movie, including the celebrated releases in the Daniel Craig era. However, this is also a matter of taste, and what people want from their spy flicks. For people who want all action, James Bond is still at the top of the game. However, for people who want something intelligent, with great acting, and a twisting tale of espionage, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is better than James Bond every step of the way. Alfredson crafted a quiet, methodical espionage drama, yet it never lacked tension or intensity. It just worked on every level. People who watch James Bond movies are there for the thrills, car chases, gunfights, and sexual innuendo. People who read John le Carre novels care more about the storyline and plot, the twisting tales that the spies go through to achieve their goals, and the dangers that lurk in the shadows. This film achieves that perfectly. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy was a different style of spy movie. What helps Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy stand out is its different style of spy movie. As mentioned, this is not an action movie. The main story here is that there is a mole inside the circus, and George Smiley is called out of retirement to help figure out who it is. He then investigates and delves deeply into the mystery. There are some gunfights in the movie, but that is not what this spy film is about. This is a mystery, and there is a lot of espionage, betrayals, and backstabbing. There are interrogations and people being put into protective custody, but this isn't a film about good guys fighting bad guys. It is about bringing traitors into the light. While there are plenty of scenes in covert locations, such as hotels and safe houses, much of the film takes place inside the circus headquarters, and there is just as much time spent poring over documents and following a paper trail as there is spent on confrontations. The moment when Smiley arrests the traitor does not involve a gunfight or a car chase. It comes when Smiley is waiting for the traitor show himself, and then just arrests him at gunpoint. There is the ending, where one man takes revenge, but that was just a way to finish off the story with one rare moment of violence. Other 2010 spy movies that deserve a mention. While Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is the best spy movie of the 2010s and better than the Bond and Bourne movies of the same decade, there were other contenders. It is impossible not to mention the Mission Impossible movies, especially Fallout, which is one of the best spy movies ever made. There are also some critically acclaimed spy films, like Steven Spielberg's Bridge of Spies, an Oscar favorite about a spy swap between the US and Russia during the Cold War. Argo won the Oscar for Best Picture when it was released in 2012, a spy movie about the CIA saving hostages from Iran. Movie fans who want fun action can find it in the comedy Spy and the quirky The Man from UNCLE, as well as the high-octane action movie Atomic Blonde. This was also the decade where Kingsman: The Secret Service was released as a big-budget, playful version of a James Bond-style story.